Dr. Dendere, do you think this hearing was beneficial at all?
Well, I think so. I think we were able to emphasize that there is a need to reconsider particular aspects of the sanctions. I think we were also able to emphasize that Zimbabweans, in particular young Zimbabweans, have democracy at heart, in that they will do everything it takes to preserve their own democracy. I think we're also able to make it clear to the president that he has a lot of goodwill, and the onus is on him to bring in new reforms that will push Zimbabwe forward. And I think for me what's really exciting is that everyone wants to see Zimbabwe do well. No one wants to see Zimbabwe fail. And so they wouldn't waste their time having a seat here if their interest was not in seeing Zimbabwe do well.
Mm-hmm. And talking about the elections coming up in July, between July 31 and August 31, according to the Zimbabwe Election Commission. What do you want to see happening? Because it appears that everyone is saying, if the elections are free and fair, then maybe people can talk about removing the targeted sanctions.
I think ZAC is in a good position to do good work. Having a new ZAC chairwoman, she's already made some pretty radical announcements. I mean, coming from someone who works for the government, saying, look, we've had mostly young people register to vote, these are the numbers, we still have some work to do. I like that kind of honesty. But at the same time, ZAC must understand that people are not going to be 100% comfortable with them yet. So there's a lot on the part of the government where they have to prove to Zimbabweans that they have changed. They have to prove to Zimbabweans that they have the interests of Zimbabweans at heart. And that's not going to come from the boss promises, but actual actions that the government takes.
Interestingly, it appears that a number of youth have also registered to vote. We are looking at the 18-year, a group between 18 to 40 years. How significant is this?
It's huge. The majority of the Zimbabwean population are young, and so this means that young people are taking their future into their own hands. Again, this doesn't mean that people will support the opposition or that they'll support ZANU-PF. It just means that citizens are invested. What I would like to see young people do is to vote not just for the presidential candidate, but to also vote at the local council, because we know that it is the local council that is engaged in making a difference. So they should vote for local councillors, they should vote for MPs that represent what young people need. And what young people need is a strengthened educational system, a strengthened healthcare system, and job creation. So I didn't get to talk about this in my hearing, but what I wanted to highlight was that we have a lot of young entrepreneurs, Simba Muriro in particular, who started the solar system. And when those people get extra support, so that's why I was saying that we need to rethink sanctions that affect small businesses. If someone like Simba is able to get credit and increase and hire more people, that will have a huge impact, right? So every time we're able to hire 100 more people, 200 more people, that is what we call sustainable development, which is good for young people.
Okay, I think that will suffice.